Hey guys, how are you guys doing? This is going to be a little bit different video. Tonight I had one, two, three, four games in a row that had cheaters. This one we had this guy, obviously. This one, oops, sorry, this one we had Black. He was just wall hacking. I'll show that too. On this game, we had three cheaters. We had Heart, Visual, I think it was Visual, and Jonas. And then in this game, we had Ho again, which was, I believe, this one of the same guys from this one. He used this account. Or no, yeah, he used this account in this first one. But it's the same guy. He actually, well, at least he claimed to be the same guy. Either way, I will show you guys all of these. We're going to start with the first game in a second on Dust 2, the 16 and 3. And I will go through each one from there. And as always, in the bottom, you'll be able to check out the profiles of the cheaters. And, you know, it'd be great if you reported them too. Hope you guys enjoy. So here we have the first of the games, and as you can see right off the bat, this guy just starts staring at the ground. It seems really odd, and I don't want to call hacks right away about this, because, you know, sometimes people just do weird things or pretend to cheat. But even though he dies here at the end of the round, you can see that he is shooting at my teammate in an unnatural way. Now, something strange to take note of is because he did make his name like this, and you can see that there is no name there right now, whenever he gets a kill, all you see is a dark spot on the top right of the screen. It's like a dark blur. Because of this, it makes it very hard to see when he's getting kills here in middle while he's spamming the doors, though you can still tell pretty easily from the overview. Now he continues to do this round after round, and it's pretty easy to see why my team decides to give up so early. After all, what can anyone really be expected to do? With that being said, I have this bad habit of always trying to outshoot hackers whenever I try to play. After all, I'm stuck in the game anyway, so I might as well try to enjoy it. I know this is off topic, but tell me if this shot doesn't look like it's on him. As you can see, my first attempt did not go very well, and I get obliterated by the cheater at the end. After that, everything goes back to business as usual, which is pretty frustrating to say the least. But I eventually get my hands on another AWP. The only problem is that my teammate thinks that me trying to kill them is stupid, so he feels like griefing me. So while I'm crouched, he walks around on my head and prevents me from moving quickly or standing up. Which is okay, because at least he gave him another target to shoot at. Oh, and did I mention this time I was actually able to take out the guy who was cheating? So now I'm left in a 1v1 situation. I'm not exactly sure where he is, but he eventually lets himself be known on Catwalk, and I just kind of outplay him as he peeks me. But then it goes back to business as usual with the cheater just dominating us. Luckily now, after that last round that I was able to win, my team actually lets me play this round. So I make my way over to long, and I'm able to take the first guy as he peeks me and the hacker. Once the hacker goes down, I immediately think to myself, this is winnable. Sadly, at first, my confidence betrays me and I miss an easy shot, but I'm able to make it up with the next two. This puts us in a 2v1 scenario, and it's very winnable. The only problem is I don't know where he's going to come from. There isn't much more to this game, as the cheater just kind of obliterates me and the rest of my team from that point on. This leads us into our next game. Here we seem to meet up with a wall hacker named Black. This is the round that really got to me and made me check him out. As you can see, he aims on me through the wall before peeking out to shoot me. One of the biggest issues is he had an uncanny ability to shoot people through smokes. Plus he had some of the best nades I had ever seen. And it just seemed like he was just tracking people through walls. Like this round, for example, where he just seemed to know I was coming right at the right time to pull out his gun, only to follow it up with this nade. His awareness and timing were just unstoppable, and he always seemed to be looking at the right direction. Even here, he seems to know where these two players are, especially this guy in sight who no one's even spotted. And what the heck kind of nade is this? Why would anyone try to attempt this throw? He's also able to creep up into the window and hide from these two CTs as if he knows exactly where they are. Only to follow that up by picking the guy in kitchen. And is it just me, or does he aim on me directly through the box here? Though there might not be enough evidence to convict on this one, but on to the next game. Okay, this next game should be a little bit more clear-cut for you guys. Still not convinced? In this game, we didn't have just one cheater, but 3 cheaters. The most annoying part of the entire experience was that they all shared the kills pretty evenly, so even if you looked at the scoreboard, you wouldn't really be able to tell that someone was cheating. Still though, there wasn't much we could do and we found ourselves getting completely destroyed. In fact, this was sadly our closest round in the entire game. Those damn blurs again. This brings us to the final game. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit of pre-game warm-up time because of what he says here. Prophet, sup bud? Nice trig bot once again, bro. So obviously this is what I meant by him saying that he had played us earlier. And with that, we're off to the races again. Watch as he comes up middle and takes this guy out with his dualies. And just like the first game on Dust 2, you can see in the top right there are the blurs again. By now I've lost all interest in the game. Not just from this game, but from the game previous to it and the one before that. We haven't had a break, we just kept queuing up and it was just cheater after cheater. As you can see here, he stopped using the reverse aim and we can actually see what he saw from his perspective. Also take note of the players that are in the game. Waffen was in the game earlier on Dust 2. So I'm pretty certain that he's actually paying to get boosted at this point. But what it really comes down to is that the upper tiers of Matchmaker are completely skewed by hackers. There's just no way around it. 4 games in a row, with 3 of them being blatant hackers and 1 of them being a possible wall hacker. In fact, at the present time, unless you get on a very lucky run, there is a good chance that if you make it to global, you are probably playing with a hacker. Or even worse, you are one yourself. And on that note, I'm out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.